Zach, let's get to Saints and Bears. First off, what do you think the return of Mike Thomas means along with Drew? I mean, Mike came back with Taysom, but having Drew now under center, how big of a boost should that give the offense?
I would say from a broader perspective, what's more important, I think obviously it helps to get Mike back, right? Like you get Mike back, he's healthy, he's probably as healthy as he's been since the first week of the season. He's obviously rested. So that's good, right? I mean, you're in a much better situation with him than you are without him. From a broader sense, this team is getting healthy, and that's probably considerably more important. You know, when I played, even now today, you always get questions in the offseason, is this the year, right? Do you think they can do it this year? Well, the answer that I give is always the same, and that's tell me who's playing in January, right? Like I could tell you what I think of the team now in August, and you know, it's not going to matter much if those guys that are playing in August aren't playing in January. And right now you're looking at the Saints team that is by and large playing in January, and I think that's a big deal. To get all of these guys back and healthy and rested that you have right now. And I think it's going to pay dividends.
With all, like you said, with everything, with all of them getting healthy, I think the Saints really haven't even scratched the surface yet. Does that sound crazy?
Well, no, I mean, you know, you look at, you know, who are your real, you know, dominant forces offensively, and you look at Drew, Mike Thomas, and Alvin Kamara. They played 10 quarters together, right? Like it hasn't exactly been extensive, you know, action together. And so you would certainly say, by and large, we have not seen this offense at full strength yet this year. You know, we got one game with them early with no training camp. And so I think it's fair to say, you know, nobody was playing great at that point in the season. So, yeah, I think there's the surface. I think we know what they're capable of being, right? We've seen that. We saw that last year at times. Again, I think getting everybody back, it's not even just the reality of playing. You know, it's not getting talent back on the field. It's the mental boost you get from being like the gang's all back together is huge, right? And especially for a team like the Saints, who have been through as difficult a postseason stretch as any team since the Buffalo Bills, right? You've been crushed 3 years in a row. You know, there's been controversy at the end of each of those seasons. There's been all these things happen to get this mental boost of like, hey, guess what? Everybody's back. Here we go, right? We're ready. We're primed. We're in the perfect position. Let's go win this thing. I think that might be an even bigger benefit to the Saints right now than even, you know, getting guys back is. It's just that feeling of like, okay, here we go. We're at 100%. They haven't had that feeling in a while.